Today I would also like to highlight the plight of our brother Babar Ahmed. Many people may have heard of him, maybe last week he was mentioned in the khutbah, but it's something that we cannot forget, it's something that we cannot stress enough. Today again is another Friday for him, and he faces extradition to America, to the US. And he has been accused, and up until this day, he has not been found guilty. So he's been accused of terrorism. And even the district judge, Timothy Walkman, he said, and this was mentioned in 2005, the defendant is alleged to have committed offences that, if were true and available, if this evidence was available for these offences, then he could have been prosecuted in this country. Yet, they have not found any substantial evidence, yet they want to send him abroad to America, to a country that I don't even think he's been to before. But this is a concern of ours. This should be a concern of ours. This is the intrinsic part of Iman. It's something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask us about. So if he gets sent to America, what will happen? He will spend the rest of his life in what they call a governmemt prison. And he will be in solitary confinement 22 to 23 hours a day. For the rest of his life, that means he'll only spend an hour, if so, if lucky, 2 hours outside. He's subjected to regular body search. Also what they call regular extraction, where officers will come into a cell, kitted out in riot gear, and take the prisoner by surprise, and search his cell, and this often results in physical damage to the prisoner. He'll be entitled to one call per month to a family member or a friend. So when a person is in solitary confinement, considered, or should be considered, as social and intellectual death. Can you imagine what it does to a person? Or a person in that situation is better off being dead. This is why they say intellectual social death. Can you imagine what it does to the mind? This specific case of Babar Ahmed is very important. The reason why is because this is the first of its kind. So if this gets passed, it will be very easy for another person, for the next person to be shipped off, extradited to America. So it's not about Babar Ahmed, it's about every single one of us. It's about every single Muslim. Babar Ahmed is a personality. It's not about him. It's about a principle. It's about our religion. It's about our deen. It's about our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not that we have faith in their justice. It's about fulfilling our obligation. God knows, only Allah knows whether this will really make a difference. But that's not our concern. Whenever a believer engages in an action that's prescribed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or it's the least he can do, the outcome is not his business. The outcome is not his concern. When the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he faced the kuffar, the Quraysh in Badr, he picked up sand and he threw it in their face. Like he even thought that the action of throwing sand will do much on a battlefield. But entered the eyes of the kuffar, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا رَمَيْتَ إِذْ رَمَيْتَ وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ رَمَى. That you never threw when you threw, but Allah threw. So it's not about us having faith in their justice system. Because to tell you the truth, I don't have much faith in their justice system. And I don't think many people have faith in their justice system. But it's about us doing whatever we can. Because the outcome is only with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we're never asked about the results. We're only asked about our obligation. So the result is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's not think that we will not be questioned about our brother Babar Ahmed. And all of those who dwell within these prisons. So we're asking for those who haven't signed this petition to sign it. And don't fear, nothing's going to come to you if you put your name down. Because the Muslim, the believer, doesn't fear. He only fears Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No harm will come to you just by putting your name down in this E-petition. No harm will come to you. And if a person truly fears this, and that's the smallest he can do, then there is not much hope for this person. Allah doesn't need this person. Nobody needs this person. The Ummah doesn't need this person. So do not fear by putting your name down for this petition. We are urging the brothers, and sisters, if they haven't signed this petition, if they can please sign this petition. And if they have signed it, if they can raise awareness and ask as many people to sign this petition. Because these brothers in prisons across the world, there's not much we can do for them, apart from the basics which we should be doing for them, dua and so on. But there is a brother now We can help. So let's try and help him. And this affects not just Babar Ahmed, but every single one of us.